What's happening, y'all? Welcome to yet another episode of Ghost of Tsushima. This is episode 27, and this is also the second to final episode of the Let's Play in itself. We're picking up right where we left off in the last one, y'all. We're gonna be defeating the Khan today. So kind of, it's like the end of one storyline here. In the next episode, we are going to end not only the other storyline that's been going on throughout this game, but just the game itself. It's been forever, y'all. It's been a long Let's Play. I will say, the ones that I have to voice over, they tend to be a lot more, tedious. To put it simply, they tend to be more tedious than the ones that I get to just play from the console and upload from the console. Games like this, it's too long. It's long enough that I wouldn't go back in and replay it for YouTube, but at the same time, the voiceovers take so dang long for these, y'all. Like, I can't imagine if I would have done a voiceover for The Last of Us Part 2. Because that game is so damn long. Same with, like, Far Cry 4. I would have had to go in and edit those and everything, y'all. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm thinking about going back in and replaying Mafia 3. Just because of how much content is in that game. That I do not want to have to do a voiceover for that. Mafia's 1 and 2. As much as I could just do voiceovers, they are just really good games, and I wouldn't mind replaying them. That's kind of the way I'm looking at that. I've played the first Mafia twice, and, I mean, I've kind of played Mafia 2 a second time. But at the same time, not really. The first Mafia, though, I have played twice, so it'd be nice to go back through that another time. And then Mafia 2 would be nice to go back through again and get myself a definitive experience. Mafia 3, not the best game I've ever played. It feels like it suffered from the open world cliches in modern gaming. Ghost of Tsushima has a really nice open world. Like, it doesn't feel required that it's like, I think you guys know what I'm saying. It doesn't have those open world cliches that other games do. In a sense, it's almost like an open world collectathon. Almost. Keyword almost. Yeah, I'm not saying Ghost of Tsushima is anything like a platformer. But it is almost, it reminds me of like an open world collectathon. Same thing with like Spider-Man. You know, the Ghost of Tsushima ain't the only one, it's just, you know, it's on my mind for some reason. Maybe it's like it's right in front of my face. Alright, y'all. We got a cutscene here. I'm going to shut up for it. Mwah. Amazing. Ghost of Tsushima reminds me of the Uncharted series. Not at all with like the gameplay or the story or anything. More so the idea that, one, it's a PlayStation exclusive. Two, it's a PlayStation exclusive that you actually get to play and not watch. Because as much as I love games like The Last of Us and God of War, let's be honest, how much of those games is really playing the game? With The Last of Us, especially Part 2, you're practically watching the game rather than playing it. The stealth aspects are really nice. When it comes to like playing interactive cutscenes in The Last of Us 2, it's boring. Anyways, enjoy.
ムクロだらけだ。己も志村もくだらなかったからな。和平にも応じず己は戦を選んだ。ではその報いは本土の民に受けてもらう。この対馬からは出さんぞ。
I will warn you guys, there might be a couple failed attempts because this episode was kind of short, so I decided to not edit it. It was only about 20 minutes long. So again, I just decided to not go through and edit it. I felt like I would have been wasting more time had I. So there may be a failed attempt here, I'm not sure. That's just... I have no idea, honestly. I don't remember. It's been too long since I played the game, okay? But, yeah, as I was saying, Ghost of Tsushima reminds me of Uncharted in the aspect that, like, with Uncharted, you're not other than Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy, you don't have all these freaking, like, interactive cutscenes. And that's not just the whole game, it's just, you know... With Uncharted, the cutscenes are there for story purpose, and that's it. They are not there in place of gameplay. You are watching the cutscene to maybe get a little bit of an idea of why you're in this area, why the scenery is changed. You know, why are you on a train? You know, it tells you what you do, and then you do it. You're not watching. You're not just interacting. You're not button mashing. Whatever. That's what games like The Last of Us Part 2 I feel like really suffer from, because The Last of Us Part 2, a lot more people would like it if it was more gameplay focused. Let's not lie. The Last of Us Part 1 is a lot more gameplay focused as well. That's why just about everyone prefers the first game to the second game. Not only that it's more gameplay focused, but the story in itself is also really amazing. The Last of Us Part 2 has its own problems. We're not gonna get into those. If you do want to hear my review on The Last of Us Part 2, I tend to review games right at the end of the Let's Play, so you can go ahead and watch my Last of Us Part 2 finale. I feel like I've said everything I can about Ghost of Tsushima, but I will give you guys a quick synopsis in the final episode, which is next episode. Yeah, I will say here, y'all, with this fight with Kodokan, it's really cinematic, or cinematic, as you can see. Alright then. So again, possibly a failed attempt here. I actually do think I did have one. Right there, y'all. There's the failed attempt. It's over. Again, I decided not to edit stuff out. Only because I knew this was a shorter episode. But, yeah, that's why I also like whenever Ghost of Tsushima gives you solid cutscenes like that. Because that line, all this death, that is so cold. That is so cold. I miss whenever video games used to have good villains, too. Because, like, I feel like the last game with a genuinely good villain was probably, Arkham Knight. And then after that, you know, open world started becoming a trend, and I feel like a lot of games suffer from being open world. As creative as open worlds can be, a lot of games suffer from it. As creative as it can be, a lot of games suffer from that gimmick. As you can tell based on that there, Ghost of Tsushima is not one of the games that suffers because of that, y'all. Definitely not one of the games that suffers from the open world tragedy in gaming. So this right here is actually the final battle. This right here is the finale. The defeat of Totem Khan. And again, this guy, the Khan is actually a really solid villain. He's just straight up cold, y'all. I'm trying to think of a recent game with a good villain. I can't, honestly. Other than Ghost of Tsushima, which obviously, I was making the comparison, so we're gonna say that doesn't count. Games that came out this year. I haven't played Survivor yet, as in Jedi Survivor. What else came out this year? I also have not played Hogwarts Legacy. However, I've heard that it's not necessarily as story-based, and I've heard that it can also suffer from some of those open-world gimmicks. What else have I heard? I'm just trying to think, what other games have come out this year? Resident Evil 4, the remake, obviously. Obviously, we'd probably all consider that good. But, that is a remake, so they had a basis there. They had a basis in terms of the story, y'all. But, yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't, honestly. I mean, what, does Texas Chainsaw Massacre count? In all seriousness, though, single-player IPs, I really can't think of anything that had a genuinely good villain. Of course, Spider-Man 2 did just come out. I have not played that yet. It came out, 3 days ago. I'm actually trying it. For those of you who keep up with some of my other Let's Plays, I'm trying to go ahead and play through Spider-Man Remastered and then Spider-Man Miles Morales before I even think about touching Spider-Man 2. Because I know if I buy it and then not play it, I'm not going to get to it for a while. I am experiencing a little bit, like a slight burnout right now. I'm just losing the urge to play video games. After Resident Evil. And plus I am starting to get busier. I've had a couple appointments so far in the year. I've had 4 appointments already. And I'm not even on the 2nd semester of school. Imagine. Oh, I'm not going to be able to miss any days in the 2nd semester at all. 4 appointments. And I have another one coming up in 2 days. 2 days, no, 3. Because tomorrow is Monday, meaning the first day of the week. Then I have another appointment on Wednesday. It's crazy though, because I almost never miss in the beginning of the year because I know that I have so many appointments back to back. Because I have, usually my doctor's appointment is the first month of school, and then I go 4 weeks without missing, and then I have either a dentist appointment, and then either a dentist appointment or an eye appointment. So I have everything all at once, y'all. And I can only miss 13 days legally. 15 if you want to get technical, because obviously I wouldn't have to turn in excuses for 2 of those days. So 13 days I can miss legally, and then I can miss 2 days without an excuse. So 15 in total is the maximum. Basically, if you miss more than 15 days, they send the ops after you. I'm not sure how close to the end of this episode we are. I'd say this right here is like the halfway point. I'm not going to start an outro until we defeat the Khan. I do know the last episode is pretty easy though. And because it was so easy, it's pretty short. So I don't think I have any failed attempts there. Just keep in mind, y'all, I'm still thinking about games that came out this year that have like solid villains like this. I'm still thinking. I genuinely cannot think of anything, honestly. I haven't played Jedi Survivor, but I assume Vader is the villain. If Vader is the villain, we're gonna say that don't count either. Because he's like... Because he already has a background for him, you know? Licensed games get the advantage in that. At least nowadays. Back in the day, if you were a licensed game, you were destined to suck. But, yeah, I am still trying to think. I genuinely can't think. I can't think, y'all. I'm gonna, like, go... I'm trying to go through the games, like, in release order that I can think of. Because, obviously, it's like I said, there was Hogwarts Legacy. I know the new Assassin's Creed just came out not too long ago. Haven't played that either. Yeah, I'm one of those people that tends to wait until it goes on sale. Because I feel like it's kind of guaranteed, especially if it's a big company like Insomniac with Spider-Man. It's kind of guaranteed that's eventually going to go on sale. And plus, that's just a PlayStation exclusive. So that it's very possible that that could end up in PlayStation Plus. I think we're all patiently waiting for God of War Ragnarok to come to PlayStation Plus. The day is not far. It might be coming around here soon. It might be on there for Christmas. That game is heavily winter themed. Y'all gotta keep in mind. Y'all gotta keep in mind that they're gonna try to keep it with the season. Like they added the Callisto Protocol and Alien Isolation for October. Maybe they'll do the same thing with Christmas. They'll give us a Christmas themed game or a winter themed game and give us God of War Ragnarok. I won't lie, when I was fighting this guy, he seemed a lot harder than he did, like, right here. Because I'm making it look easy, I feel like. Because for me, it felt like he was a lot harder. Not with the third phase. Not with the third phase, too. Very cinematic. I know they are coming out with a movie based on this, probably in 2024, so I cannot wait to see the way they adapt stuff like this. This is probably the only game that's like very cinematic like this, that would work better as a movie as opposed to a TV show. Because think of like God of War as a movie. There's too much content to cover. You have to do a TV show or something like that. This, it's a fairly simple story. It's even based on those old samurai movies that you would watch from like Akira Kurosawa. So this is probably the one that would work better as a movie as opposed to a TV show. Even if it is 3 hours long, like Akira Kurosawa's movies. But dang, that's really cinematic. You gotta love this game. You gotta love this game. If I were to guess, it's gonna not give me the ending thing yet. Okay then.
奴らを追いやらねば誠の平和は戻らん。
猛虎が去ったらどうなるんだ？
また生きていくだけだ。
もう先のことも想像できないし、自分が誰かもわからなくなった。
民には希望を、猛虎には恐怖を与えろ。
それで侍に追われろって？
武士の心を変えられるのはお主だけだ。戦い続けろ。
She could get annoying sometimes. You know, it felt like she was kind of manipulating Jin. But, one of my favorites, I won't lie.
そろそろ立つぞ。叔父上が探しに来る。
いや、来ないよ。戦の後に使いが来たんだ。
和睦の申し出か？
あんたに会いたいとさ、赤い葉が落ちるしんとした湖のそばで。
大巫女。よく稽古をつけてもらったし。
You got it, Jin.
唯一の家族だ。一人で会わねば。
そうだね。
Oh,
高を
oh wow.
まだ胸が痛む。髪についた煙の匂い。小さく笑う顔。酔いつぶれた姿さえ懐かしい。あいつは私のすべてだった。だけどもう一人きりだ。
そうではない。俺がおる。
クロードは島のみんなのもんだろ。
It's the end of the mission. And that's going to be the end of the episode as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That's all I'm asking you to do is just click a button for me. So please do if you guys want to see more Let's Plays after this one. We're not done with this one yet, though. So be prepared for the finale of Ghost of Tsushima. Till the next one, peace out.